So now, today we are going to start the numerical problems. Already we have finished up till numerical problem 18. And now, today we are going to start with numerical problem 9. So I can say that the numerical number 9. So in this numerical problem 19, I can say that here, in the 19th numerical problem, you have to calculate the energy radiated in 1 minute by black body of a surface area 100 centimeter square when it is maintained at the 227 degree Celsius. So you have to calculate energy radiated in 1 minute. So your energy radiated in a 1 minute that you want to calculate. Clear? So I will say that this energy radiated in a 1 minute, energy radiated in 1 minute that I want to calculate. Is it right? And for that purpose, what things are given? You have given a surface area. Surface area is given 100 centimeters square. So that I will convert into meter square. So 100 into 10 raised to minus 4 meters square. At what temperature? The temperature T is given as a 227 degrees Celsius. That is given as a temperature. So that temperature I will convert into Kelvin by adding 273. So my temperature will become 500 degree Kelvin. This data is given. And now to find out this energy in a minute, which law I am going to use? I am going to use the Boltzmann radiation law. What is that Boltzmann radiation law? Energy radiated per unit area per unit time is directly proportional to T raised to 4. This is nothing but your Boltzmann law. In that, this proportionality constant, what I want to calculate? Energy radiated per unit area per unit time can be written as a sigma into T raised to 4. Is it okay? So I will say energy Q is equal to A T sigma T raised to 4. That I will calculate. Area is known to you. Time is in 1 minute. Sigma constant value. T is 500 degree Kelvin. So that all value I am going to substitute. And now I can calculate its value. Clear? So now I will substitute the value. Area is 100 into 10 raised to minus 2. 100 into 10 raised to minus 2 means 10 raised to minus 2. Clear? Time is 16 minutes. So multiplied by 60 minutes. Then sigma. Sigma is nothing but your constant value. So your constant value is nothing but your proportionality constant. Sigma value is 5.67 into 10 raised to minus 8. So multiplied by 5.67 into 10 raised to minus 8. Multiplied by T raised to 4, 500 square. So 500 square. No, sorry, 500 raised to 4. So see here now, 500 raised to 4 means what I write it here? 5 into 10 raised to 2 raised to 4. So I will do the multiplication here. 60 means 10 raised to 1. यहाँ पे add होगा तो 10 raised to minus 1 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 5.67 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 8 multiplied by 5 raised to 4 which is equal to 625 into 10 raised to 8. 10 raised to minus 8, 10 raised to plus 8 will get cancelled. What is remaining? 10 raised to minus 1, 6 into 5.67 multiplied by 625. So that is nothing but your energy radiated. So I will say energy radiated in 1 minute is, I will say here 6 multiplied by 5.67 multiplied by 625 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 1. So I'll do this all calculation. So I will get my final answer. And that final answer is in terms of energy. So energy will be in terms of Joule. So see here, I can do like this. By 6 I will multiply here. 6 7 down, 42, 6 6 down, 36 plus 4, 40, 4 carry, 6 5 now I can do the calculation, right? So if I do this calculation, okay, so I'll do that calculation on mobile here. So I'll get the answer. I'll check that answer whether I'm getting correct or not. So your answer will be coming. I'll say here 34.02 multiplied by 62.5. So it will be 2126.25. Correct. 2126.25. This much is nothing but my energy radiated in a 1 minute by using Boltzmann constant. Okay. Then after this, now I can say problem number 20. In problem number 20, you have to calculate energy emitted from the hole in an electric furnace at the rate of 20 watt when the temperature of furnace is 727 degrees Celsius. Then what is the area of the hole? And you have given the Stefan's constant. So here you have given the power. Energy per unit time is given. So energy rate of 20 watt means you have given energy per unit time. It is given 20 watt. At what temperature it is given? Temperature T is given 727 degrees Celsius plus 273 means it will be become 1000 degrees Celsius. And you have to find out the area of that hole. And you have given Stefan's constant. Means again which law we are going to use? Boltzmann's law. What is Boltzmann's law? Q upon AT is equal to sigma T raised to 4. Is it right? I want to calculate area. So what I say that Q by T sigma T raised to 4, it is equal to nothing but area. So that I want to calculate. So Q by T, that is power is given. So 20 divided by sigma. Sigma is 5.67 into 10 raised to minus 8. T raised to 4. Temperature is 1000. 1000 means 10 raised to 3. Square of that. That is 10 raised to, raised to 4 power. 10 raised to 3 raised to 5. This is equal to nothing but 8. Clear? So I carry out this calculation. So area is equal to, now I will say 20 divided by 5.67. 10 raised to 3 raised to 4 means 10 raised to 12. 12 plus 12 minus 8. Plus 4. Plus 4 goes into numerator, it will become minus 4. So how much? Here 20 divided by 5.67 into 10 raised to minus 4. That I want to calculate. Is it right? So now I can do that calculation here. So the calculation will be 20 divided by 5.67. How much I'm getting? 3.54. So 3.54 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter square. That is nothing but the area of that given hole. Getting? Okay. Next. Then problem number 21. So in that problem number 21, you have given the emissive power of a sphere of area. So area is given, emissive power is given. What is the amount of heat radiated by spherical surface in 20 seconds? So that you want to find out. Clear? So you have given the emissive power. Emissive power, your formula. Emissive power R is equal to Q upon AT. This emissive power you have given. How much is the emissive power? It is 0.1 kilocalorie. Kilocalorie, that's a weight 10 raised to 3. So I'll write now calorie per meter square. Right? And what I want to calculate? I want to calculate the amount of heat radiated in 20 seconds. So you have given this. So what I'll say here, R is equal to this much is given. So what I'll say that Q is equal to zero point 0.5 into 10 raised to 3 multiplied by A multiplied by T. That is nothing but the energy radiated. Fine. Area is given 0.02. So I'll say here 0.5 into 10 raised to 3. Area is 0.02 and time is 20 seconds. Clear? I'll do the multiplication. 0.2 and 0.02. So here I'll say 5 multiplied by 2 into 10 raised to 3 into 10 raised to minus 3 multiplied by 20. Clear? So see here now what happens. Here is plus 3 minus 3 will get cancelled. This is 10 multiplied by 20 means it is 200. Right? 200 Kelvin. 200 Kelvin means what? 0.2 kilo Kelvin. That is nothing but the amount of heat radiated by the spherical surface. Got it? Fine. Then, problem number 22. In problem number 22, you have to compare the rate of emission of heat at two different temperatures. One temperature is given 727 and another temperature is given 227 degrees Celsius. If black body is surrounded by an enclosure at 27 degrees Celsius, then what will be the ratio of their rate of loss of heat? Right? So you have given two temperatures. So I will say temperature T1. So T1 temperature 727 plus 273, which is equal to 1000 degree Kelvin. Then second temperature. Second temperature you have given 227 plus 273, which is equal to 500 degree Kelvin. And it is kept in which surrounding? Surrounding temperature of enclosure is given as a 27 degrees Celsius. So 27 degrees Celsius plus 273, which is nothing but 300 degrees Kelvin. And what you have to compare? You have to compare the rate of loss of heat. So rate of loss of heat, I'll say R1 directly proportional to T1 raised to 4 minus T0 raised to 2. R2 directly proportional to T2 raised to 4 minus T0 raised to 4. So that formula I will write down here, and using that formula now I can say the rate. So I take the ratio. So R1 upon R2 is equal to T1 raised to 4 means 10 raised to 3 raised to 4 minus 300 raised to 4 divided by T2. T2 is what? 500 raised to 4 minus 300 raised to 4. And then you have to do this particular calculation. So now I will say here, I will write down R1 upon R2 is equal to, here the power will come 10 raised to 12 minus here 9 raised to 4, that is 81 multiplied by 10 raised to 2. Here divided by here 625 into 10 raised to 8 minus here 81 into 10 raised to 2. So what happens here? Here if I say 81, so I'll say here 10 raised to 4 multiplied by 10 raised to 8 minus 81 multiplied by 10 raised to 8 divided by 10 raised to 8 common power 625 minus 80. So in the numerator 10 raised to 4 minus 81. 10 raised to 4 minus 81 into 10 raised to 8 divided by 625 minus 81 into 10 raised to 8. So 10 raised to 8 power will get cancelled. And now I can solve this one. So 10 raised to 4 means 10,000 minus 81 divided by 625 minus 81. So 4, again here 4, 1 carry. So here the ratio will be coming as a 9, 1, 9, 9 divided by 5, 4, 4. So 9,919. So I'll do on this mobile phone. So I'll say that 9919 divided by 544. So it is coming 18.23. So your answer will be coming 18.23 as to 1. So this is nothing but the ratio of rate of loss of heat. Clear? Next. Then I will go for problem number 24. In problem number 24, you have given a small blackened solids copper sphere of radius 2.5 centimeter is placed in the evacuated chamber. So you have given a sphere radius, and that sphere radius is nothing but the 2.5 centimeter, and that sphere is kept in the evacuated chamber. The temperature of chamber is maintained 100 degrees Celsius. At what rate energy must be supplied to the copper sphere to maintain its temperature at 110 degrees Celsius? And Stephen's constant is given. And you have to treat the sphere as a perfectly black body. Right? So you have given radius, which is equal to 2.5 centimeter, can be written as 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. That is the first thing. Temperature of enclosure T0, which is 100 degrees Celsius. You have to maintain the body at temperature 110 degrees Celsius. Is it right? And you have given the value of Stephen's constant. That much thing is given to you. Now, I will first convert these temperatures into Kelvin. So T73 and T1 temperature will be coming 382 degree Kelvin. Right? And I want to calculate the rate of energy. So rate of energy means Q by T, which is equal to A sigma T1 raised to 4 minus T0 raised to 4. Again, your Stephen's law. Area, it is a sphere. So area of sphere is 4 pi r square. Sigma T1 raised to 4 minus T0 raised to 4. So I will put the value 4 into 3.14 r square. So it will be 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 2. Square of that, Stephen's constant 5.67 into 10 raised to minus 8 into here 383 raised to 4 minus 373 raised to 4. Right? And now we are going to do the calculation. So 4 into this means this 12.56 multiplied by 2.5 square, which is equal to 6.25 into 10 raised to minus 4 into 5.67 into 10 raised to minus 8 into. Now you have to make 383 raised to 4. So 383 raised to 4 means I have to multiply it by 3 times. Is it right? So I'll go on multiplying it. So I'm getting so much huge value. So what I will do, I will do here 3.83 raised to 4 minus 3.73 raised to 4, and here in common I can say that 10 raised to 3. Is it right? So now I will do it 3.83 multiplied by 3.83 multiplied by 3.83 multiplied by 3.83. So I am getting 215.70 here. 215.70 minus. Okay, now 3.73 multiplied by 3.73 multiplied by 3.73 multiplied by 3.73. So it is 193.56. 193.56 into 10%. और ये सारा ऐसे ही ऐसे. And now just you go on doing all calculation. You will get your final. In this case, only 10 raised to minus 8 and plus 8 will get cancelled. And remaining things you have to find out the by calculation. Got it? So here I will say this subtraction will come as a 21.60. This is a subtraction. This subtraction will be multiplied by 12.56 multiplied by 6.25 multiplied by 5.67. Right? So I am getting 9614. Final answer 9614. Point. How much I am getting? 59 into 10 raised to minus 4. Means your answer is 0.961. How much? That. Because it is rate. So it is in terms of value. Got it? Fine. Then problem number 25. In this problem number 25, you have to use your Wien's displacement law. So in that Wien's displacement law, what I am going to say? In your Wien's displacement law, I will say the problem. Find the temperature of a black body if its spectrum has a peak at lambda max 700 nanometer, lambda max 3 centimeter, lambda max 3 meter. Take the Wien's constant and corresponding temperature you have to find out. So first you have given lambda max. This lambda max you have given in the A section 700 nanometer. So for that, I will use the Wien's displacement law. What is your Wien's displacement law? Your Wien's displacement law says that your T max is equal to V upon V is nothing but your Wien's displacement constant, which is given. So I say here, I will first find out this temperature. T is equal to V upon lambda max. V value. What V value they have given? V value is 2.897. 2.897 into 10 raised to minus 3 upon lambda max 700 nanometer, that is 10 raised to minus 9. Here I convert nanometer into meter. Why? Because V constant is given in SI system. So what I am getting? 2.897 divided by 7. Here I write 7. So this plus 2 minus 9. Minus 7. Minus 9. 7 goes into numerator plus 7. So it is getting minus 4. And now I will do this calculation. So this calculation, what it leads to you, see here. I am getting that calculation. Sorry. Plus 4. So calculation will come. I will do it. 2.897 divided by 7. I am getting 413.418 into 10 raised to 4. Is how much? 4138 degree. That is my first temperature using Wien's. Right? After that, You have given in the, this light is in visible region. Now I can say in the microwave region. In microwave region, I have given this lambda 1. Lambda 1 is given as a 3 centimeter. That 3 centimeter I convert into meter. So 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. And now I can find out T1, which is equal to P upon lambda. Again same, by using your Wien's displacement. So what it will be become? Your B is 2.897 into 10 raised to minus 3 divided by lambda 1 is 3 into 10 raised to minus 2. So 2.897 upon 3 into 10 raised to minus 2. So I'll do this calculation. 0.9663 into 10 raised to minus 2. That much is nothing but your Kelvin temperature. Means how much I am getting? 0.0966 degree Kelvin. This is for my microwave region. And then next region is given what? FM radio waves. Next is your FM radio waves. So for this FM radio waves, what is your lambda? This lambda is given as a 3 meter. It is given 3 meter. Means lambda 2 I will say. So T2 is equal to B upon lambda 2. What is B? Wien's displacement constant 2.897 into 10 raised to minus 3 upon T. So upon T is 0.966 into 10 raised to minus 3 Kelvin. That much is your last temperature. Clear? So this is about your numerical problem. Now see the problem number 23. Earth's mean temperature can be assumed to be 280 Kelvin. How will the curve of black body radiation look like for this temperature? Find out lambda max in which part of the electromagnetic radiation does this lie. So that you have to find out. You have given temperature, you have to find out the lambda max. So to find lambda max, again your Wien's displacement law. So we write this Wien's displacement law. Problem number 23. Wien's displacement law, lambda max is equal to B upon T. B is 2.897 into 10 raised to minus 3 constant. Temperature 280 Kelvin. That is given 280 Kelvin. So I'll do this division. So division is what? See here, 2.897 divided by 280. So it will come in 811. It is 811.16 into 10 raised to minus 1. Is it right? So now this wavelength region, where this wavelength region will lie. So this wavelength region, I will say as a, sorry, I have multiplied 2.897 divided by 280. So I am getting here I am getting 0.01034 into 10 raised to minus 4. इसको convert करेंगे तो होता है 1.034 into 10 raised to minus 6. ये वेवलेंथ किसके रीजन में है? माइक्रोवेव रीजन. So where this wavelength will lie? This wavelength will lie in the microwave region. disturbance is lying in the microwave region. Getting? So this is all about your numerical problem. I think MCQ is remaining here. So see here your first MCQ. In ideal gas, the molecule possess, right? So in ideal gas, the molecule possess only kinetic energy. Your second MCQ is about mean free path, that is omitted from your slides. Then next thing is given, if the pressure of ideal gas is decreased by 10% isothermally, then its volume will be. So you have to use the Boyle's law. What Boyle's law says that PV is equal to constant. So your third MCQ. So I say P1 V1 is equal to your P2. Fine. Pressure of ideal gas is decreased by 10%. Initial pressure P1, initial volume P1. P2 is decreased by 10%. So decreased by 10% means it is 90 upon 100 of P1 into. Is it right? So what happens here? Your P1 will get cancelled and then it will become 100 upon 90 into V1 is equal to V2. 100 upon 90 P, it will be your V2 will become 1.11 V1. Means your answer will be what? It is increased by. It will be increased by how much? It will be increased by your 11%. Fine? So that is nothing but your D option answer. Then your fourth MCQ. In that fourth MCQ, you have given the coefficient of absorption is given and coefficient of reflection is given. A is given, R is given. A is given how much? 0.7. And R2 is given how much? R2 is given 0.24. And what you want to calculate? T. What is we are going to use? A plus R plus T is equal to 1. Now do this calculation. It is 0.96 plus T is equal to 1. So T is equal to 0.04. So that is your option number. Then fifth one, the ratio of emissive power of perfectly black body at 1327 degrees Celsius and 527 degrees Celsius. You have to find out the rate of emission. So rate of emission, I will say R1 upon R2 is equal to T1 ratio 4 upon T2 ratio 4. T1 is 1327 plus 270 raised to 4 divided by T2 temperature is given 527 plus 270 raised to 4. So see the addition is 600 raised to 4 upon this addition is 800 raised to 5. So which is equal to 2 times to 1 raised to 4, which is equal to 16 times to. So your answer will be nothing but yes. Got it? And like that manner, your all numerical problems are finished. Fine? So do it properly. This is totally a theoretical chapter. So you have to read the theory carefully. Whatever underlying points I have given in the textbook. So read it properly. So you will come to know this chapter here. Fine? So thank you. This chapter is finished. Next time I am going to start new chapter.